Hi everybody, welcome to Creative Pouring by Cheryl. I'm Cheryl. Today I'm going to use this UV resin right here and I'm going to make some bezels. It's going to be like a 5 different things. As you can see, I got 5 bezels sitting here. And I'm going to pour some of my UV resin in this little cup. And I'm going to mix some of my colorant in with that. I've got all 5 designs set up. Of course. I'll clean that up in a minute. I can't read the color it is right now. You know me, I don't have my glasses on. Get something to clean that up so I don't have to worry about it. But anytime you're working with resin, liquid resin of any, I can't even talk. Anytime you're working with resin, don't go more than 10% of the resin because it won't cure correctly. So what I'm going to do with this one here is, because I'm not crazy about that color. That color does not make me happy. Add some blue to it. See what does it, because yellow and blue make green. So might have to add a little bit more resin to it because it looks like I'm going over the 10%. If you go over the 10%, it won't cure. I think I said that. I don't remember. It has been a whole year since I've started my first video. That does not look pretty. Let's see. I'm going to add a couple more drops of this blue. Or excuse me, this is black. This isn't blue. I can't read for nothing. Okay. Oh, that'll work. That's my blue. Drop, drop, drop. Sometimes you got to mix colors just so you can get the right color. That's much better. Yeah. Add a little more resin so that it doesn't surpass that 10%. That's the color I was going for. A nice greeny color. Pour a little layer in here. I'm going to push it to the edges. I'm going to let it sit there so the bubbles will rise and pop. This is going to be a crazy one. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do a clear coat in these toes and all that. Just a real thin coat so that I can cure it in this pink mold. I don't want a very deep foot, but I want it deep enough to be able to have an impression. Make sure I get in those toes so I get all that, so I don't have any bubbles. Okay, right now I'm going to pull this out. See how it went. Now with curing in a pink mold, it might be a little soft or damp on the bottom. That's why I'm turning it over and taking it out, turning it over, and get some more UV resin. Mix it with this pretty reddish, pinkyish, whatever it is. Girl, I like that color pink. Pink is real pretty. Okay, that should do it. Pour that in there. I'm just doing this so the backgrounds will be pretty. I'm going to put a little bit of this holographic glitter in it. See how it just shines? I'm just going to put some in this pink. Enough to cover the back. Oh yeah. Okay, let's get this in this one. Oh yeah. Oh, that's gorgeous. Okay. The color I got now is a blue dye. It's my resin dye. It's in the description. And I put just a little bit of black in it as well, just to get that real pretty deep color. Let me get this mixed up real good and we'll pour it in. And when you're pouring it in, you can either use the big spout or the little spout, the handle even, it doesn't matter. Get this spread out. I have not cured any of them yet because some of them I'm going to put some things in. And you'll see what I mean in a minute or in a couple minutes. Just waiting for the bubbles to come out of that one. Now this last one, I've got my real pretty sparkle glitter. And I'm going to put that in the resin to use it for the background. I'm silly. Trying to put the lid in it. Get that stirred up real good. Try not to put too many bubbles in it. We'll get that poured on there. Let them sit for just a minute where I'm going to spread this out, but I'm going to let them sit for just a moment. I poured them in my hand. I thought you could see them, but I was definitely off screen. Yeah, everybody sometimes gets off screen. But I'm putting little flowers and little pearl in there so that when it cures, it will be secure in the bezel. Some of these bezels I'm going to have to cure before I can put anything in them because some of them are my sticker, like you can see my butterfly sitting there. Some I have to put in there before I cure it so it will be secure. There's a little butterfly I'm just going to put on the top. Okay, that one's ready to go. I'm just going to slide it up there to know it's ready to go. That one I'm going to have to cure before I put anything in it. Same way with that one and that one. But this one here, I'm going to try something different. That foot that I made, I'm going to put it in this bezel so that it looks like it has a negative footprint in it. I know that sounds crazy, but you'll see what I mean. I think it looks pretty cool. But let me go ahead and get these cured, and I'll be back to you once these are all cured. Well, these are all cured. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and I've got my little sticky pad here that I'm trying to get the sticker off of. I've already cut out to make sure it was close to the design. But I'm having issues. Now, when you put it in here, it's not like the DTF stickers. You can put them down and pull them back up. These are just the regular PET stickers, washi tape type stickers. Sorry I'm off screen. I didn't realize it until after. Got that done. Now I'm going to go ahead and get that butterfly. And I'm using the tape method because I cannot seem for the life of me to get that apart. So I'm using the tape method. As you can barely see, you put it on either side on the edge, and then you peel back the tape, and the backing comes off easy, usually. Like it did here, although I'm having issues, as you can see. But I get there in the end. There we go. That one's a real pretty sticker. I call them stickers, but they're washi tapes. PET washi tape. I had already cut them out to save time. This video is long enough. The foot looks good. And now I need to do the other one. And it's a real pretty flower that I got. I cut it out of one of my pieces of washi tape. So I'm trying really hard to put it in the right spot, the way I want it to sit. Sorry about that. My head hit the camera. And I got a little bit of overpour. I've got a little bump in there. I'm going to go ahead and peel it back, some of it, and get that out of there. And then I'll take my scissors and go around it to get the extra off of it. Yeah, I'm so thankful these are not DTF stickers, because I would not have been able to do that. And I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to go around the edge and just cut a little bit off the edge. And just stay as close as I can to the bezel. Now all I have to do is top coat it after I push them down really, really tight. Always make sure you push your stickers or washi tape, push them down secure. That way your edges don't show. And there's my UV resin again. And I'm just going to go around all the little things I put in there. So we'll have a little bit of dome with the flowers sticking out. And then I'll just dome this one. I go around the edges and then I go in the middle. You can do it however you want to do it. If you're more comfortable going in the middle first, so be it. But this is just the way I do it. That way it's close to the edges and I don't have to drag it out. I had to put a lot on that one because that one is... When I did the foot, it had the edges going up. I should have cut the edges off, and hindsight, I should have cut the edges off, but I didn't. What I'm doing now is I'm coaxing the UV resin to the edge. When you do that, make sure that you don't go or don't drag your stick over the edge, because it'll drop down and go underneath. Just bring it to the edge. I love how they keep turning on me. Sometimes you may have to add a little bit more when you can't get it all the way to the edge. They like to slide. But there's no big deal. I just push it back into place. Sometimes you got to add some more. I didn't have enough in that area. That one's taking an awful lot. All right. I'm going to go ahead and cure these, and I will be back once they are done. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, there's my QR code. I'd really appreciate it. All proceeds go straight back into the channel, completely 100%. Well, here's the final results. I got leftovers, so I went ahead and put them in my little butterfly tray. There we go. Those turned out beautiful. A lot of overspill, but you know how that happens. It's just easy to pick off. Oh, that's so pretty. That's pretty. Those are both pretty. Okay. Oh, look at that. See that green? You can see that green behind those flowers, barely. And there's the feather. I just cut a piece of feather. I don't know if I told you that. And there's the butterfly. And then the foot. Got a lot of work to do on it, but see, I don't even know where my camera is. There you go. And my favorite, the flower one. That turned out beautiful. Well, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. I really appreciate it. It all helps my channel. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.